Are you looking for a podcast with both of the co-hosts?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Hello, not Kelsey.
Hello.
That's pretty much how I expected that would go.
Well, I tried to come up with something clever, but I couldn't.
I really thought you should be like, "Hi, Robert." I mean,
Yeah, like-
you're still that person.
Yeah, like, I wanted to be like, not Robert, but you're Robert.
Yeah, that's right. So real quick, before we get in, Kelsey is not joining us on today's episode. Please send her all your love. She's going through some stuff just in life. Give her some love. She needs it. Pour your heart out to her. She would greatly love it. Drink it up. Fill her own heart.
Even Yimtope needs mental health days sometimes.
That is true. Oh, and here comes Tenzin.
Oh, look at that.
To bother us. Get off the carpet! So anyway, yeah, so I got quite the standard fill-in guest. Taylor is here today.
Howdy, y'all.
We spent 40 minutes getting the microphone right. It was lovely.
Yay.
I hope you enjoy this episode. This was supposed to be a Spider-Man show, but that's going to be kind of a bigger Kelsey topic as well, so that's going to be postponed for a further one. Me and Taylor are going to talk another Yimtope, a big time, topic. We're just going to talk some games this week. We're going to talk some games. I've had some thoughts about games. Taylor is replaying a game. We're going to get into some stuff. So anyway, Spider-Man's next time. Sorry, guys. There's a little bit in pre-ramble for you if you don't know about the pre-ramble. We'll tell you about that in a little bit. But we did talk that somewhat, but bigger deep dive upcoming. Let's get into some other stuff.
Yeah.
So, since we ain't doing Spider-Man, which is my whole life these days, literally my whole life, I've been rewatching the old show as well, the 1994 show that I grew up on. That show's fucking good. Like, it's really good.
Excuse me.
You haven't watched a lot of it, right?
No.
From what I mean...
But I recognize, like, a lot of the voices in it when you were playing an episode the other night.
She was like, who's Spider-Man? And I was like, well, you probably never heard of him. He's just Spider-Man. Turns out he's Prince Eric from fucking The Little Mermaid. And now I can't unhear it. Yeah, I can't unhear it now. I'm like, yeah, that's just him. I'm waiting for him to call out to Max now.
Yeah.
Like, for me, he is... I've never put that together. Like, as much as I've seen both of those things.
Since you told me that, I totally hear it now, too.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
All I hear is, I lost it once. I can't do it again.
I know. And funny how that topic pops up in Spider-Man as well. He loses Mary Jane multiple times. But he loses her once and twice, and then never finds her again, so...
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, he sucks, man. I will say this before we get into some game stuff. The way women throw themselves at Peter in that show, I am so surprised. Like, episode 1, he meets Felicia Hardy, who's like the blonde lady that winds up being Black Cat later. He meets her one day. That night, he goes to a party with her, and she's like, did you expect this surprise? And just like... locks lips with him, and I was like, my God, Peter Parker.
Yeah. But then he already fucked it up and, like, lost her by the end of the night.
Well, yeah, but, like, almost every girl in that show, so I kind of want to talk about this with Kelsey some, every girl in that show is like, oh, Pete, like, to throw themselves at him. It's weird to me, because, like, that's not very Spider-Man. He's supposed to not really have anybody.
He is, like, a big dude in that show, too.
He's a big man.
Like, I was looking at him while you were watching the other night, and I was like, he is, like, ginormous. He's, like, looking like Mr. Incredible and shit.
So, I did notice this while watching it. Like, all women are drawn one way and every man's drawn the same
way.
Every single man is huge.
They just, like, change the face and the hair.
Every man is jacked in that show. Like, period. Old men are just huge.
Just all of them beefy.
They're stacked. Yeah. Everybody's fucking ginormous. I thought that was kind of funny. Because, in the original Batman game, the Arkham Asylum one, Officer Gordon, like, the old man commissioner, is as big as Batman in that game. Like, he's huge.
What are you doing, man? Like...
Yeah, he's like 70, and he's just like, "Sup, Batman, you like my 15-inch bicep?" Like, it's weird. But, well, it's because they have, like, one engine, so they just, like, drop the same
everyone's
model in.
Beefy and oiled and...
Except for Joker. Like, they made him skinny, but, like, everyone else is, for real, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger big, you know?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay, yeah. Peter's pretty big in that one. At least they didn't do that for Aunt May.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could have done that one.
Just...
Peter, help me lift up the other side of this couch. And she just lifts it up. But yeah, so I'm all up in the Spider-Man stuff. Probably leading into the topic on how I'm feeling about stuff lately. I'm trying to find another game to play. I didn't even get to tell Kelsey yet, but I did finish Guardians, and it was great. I loved it. It was a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what to do next with my time. I'm having a hard time thinking of what I want to do next, because I poured 80 hours into Ghost, which was too much. I don't know. I feel like a lot of games feel like chores. They're not fun.
Yeah.
A lot of games just feel like a chore.
What do you mean? Like,
I don't know.
There's too much side quest. There's...
Well, yeah. So, like, even in Ghost, every side quest was just like, oh, you're having a problem? I'll walk 10 feet away and kill the bad guys, and then that's it. Side quest complete. It almost wasn't... Nothing was unique.
Yeah.
It didn't add to the story overall. Like, you just rinsed and repeat the same thing for like 100 side quests. And there were some that were different and good.
Yeah.
And those I loved. They were great. But the rest of the time, I felt like I was just doing the same thing. And it's just another thing to check off the checklist. And I was a little bored with it. Which is why I like Guardians. Because it was just a story thing. You did it.
Yeah.
But by the end, it was getting a little rinse and repeat.
8 of the same item
I hate
different
that shit.
Spots and then
I fucking hate that shit.
Bring them back to me.
I hate fetch quests. They are the worst. Now, Assassin's Creed did a really good one. This lady was like, my brother got eaten by a hippopotamus, and the hippopotamus ran away, but he was wearing the family ring. Can you go find it? And I had to, like, find the poop of the hippo and get the ring back. God. That was a phenomenal side quest.
I thought you were about to tell me you had to go, like, cut open a hippo.
I mean, I think I did have to fight it, but then it just wound up being somewhere else.
Oh.
But, like, I didn't have to, like, gut him or anything.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess.
But, like, that was a fun one. Because, like, that's interesting.
I know hippos are mean, but I don't want to do bad things.
I know. So, you actually started playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was like...
Yeah, and
this could be fun again.
Then stuff happened, and I quit playing it.
Yeah, because that game kind of sucks.
It's definitely one of the hardest games I've played.
It's a hard game. Not like because the mechanics are too much. And I was not even
that far into it, and I was like, I'm a little overwhelmed.
It has a lot going on, and they do demand a certain skill level.
Yeah.
Like, and it does demand that.
Like, not only am I overwhelmed, but I'm also getting very frustrated, and I don't really want to feel that way when I'm playing games. Like,
actually,
I'm here for the happy brain juices, not I want to punch a wall and, like, throw the controller.
Yeah. Well, we had talked about this before. The reason why you were getting so frustrated, it was an autosave thing. When you're walking around the main world, Horizon doesn't autosave.
Oh, yeah.
You have to manually save. But if you do a story mission, it'll autosave for you. So if you just go explore, and let's say you're just trying to level up and hunt animals to craft things, you can lose all of it.
Yeah, I went, like, hunting and killed a bunch of animals and gathered a bunch of, like, health stuff, and then I came across something that was really hard to kill, and it killed me, and then I lost all that stuff, and I had to do that, like, 3 different times because it also didn't have, like, the area that they had me in didn't have, like, an autosave close to me.
Yeah, like one of the campfires.
So, like, I couldn't even make it to a save point. I kept getting murdered before I got there.
Yeah, she was, like, level 2 or 3 where you don't have a lot of the skills, and it's like, hey, there's a dinosaur robot ready to step on you.
Yeah.
The game kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, but it kind of sucks. It's a bit of both.
I feel like normally I'm either playing on normal or hard, and I want to play this on easy.
Low-key, me too.
Like,
it's not fun.
Yeah. I hate that because I like the
we're
challenge.
Better than this.
Yeah, like, I'm better than this.
But damn it, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's hard.
And
it's very difficult.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I want to have fun. Like, we shouldn't be playing Horizon and feeling frustrated and like, well, I guess I got to do this to be able to even do anything. And it's not a fun feeling. You should have fun.
Yeah. That's how I felt with Celeste. Like,
see, I found that fun though.
That game made me so mad, and I wanted to like it because you brought it to me and you were like, I feel like you would really love this game and really relate to it. And I did relate to the story, but
not the gameplay.
It was overshadowed by how hard that game was and how much I wanted to break it.
Now, that game demands a skill level. Ugh. That's like platforming only. There's nothing else going on, but it is like intricate button press platforming shit.
And you had to be precise. It wasn't like you basically made the jump. It was like, no, you got to make that jump.
But see, the difference in the frustration is with Celeste, it is what it is. There it is. You just have to do that. But fuck, dude, if you're trying to fight a pterodactyl robot in Horizon and you happen to stumble into a whole herd of something else, now that gets added to your problem. It's not it's not, oh, I can't beat the bird. I can totally beat the bird by myself.
And it's not as simple.
But now I'm getting stampeded.
It's not as simple as just running away either. Like, you get stuck somewhere, you're fucking stuck until you either beat it or die.
Like, that's a game of like the systems within the game can work against you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I'm kind of dipping back into that, and I don't know.
And I really want to like that game because it's so pretty, and I love Aloy. Like,
yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's awesome, and I am a sucker for a female protagonist. Like,
yeah, because Tomb Raider's your thing.
Yes, fucking love Tomb Raider.
Song of the Deep even had a female.
Just pretty much name anything with a female lead, and you got me. And bonus points if she's got a bow and arrow.
Would you play Last of Us 2 then? Because it's a female lead, bow and arrow, but is that game just not a type of game that you want?
I would play Last of Us and Last of Us 2.
Okay.
It's just...
I mean, you watched me play
I know, I did one. I watched you play it more than once, so...
True. I mean,
I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And 2, like... I feel a little intimidated because I know that game has a lot of hours in it too.
Yeah.
And I know that it can be kind of hard as well.
That one, I mean, maybe that one you go easy, but I think I've watched you play Tomb Raider on like the highest mode. You can handle Last of Us on normal.
Okay.
Like, you can handle it, dude. It's not a problem. So, I don't know. Does anybody else just have that weird relationship with games of like, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Because I've heard time and time again, gaming isn't fun anymore. Gaming is a chore. I've heard that from like multiple news sources, just people online.
I feel like that comes from people having, like, demanding that there be so much content in a game.
I can see that too.
Because, like, I feel like the world isn't just happy with a little game that you play for a day and you move on. Like,
so I did actually ask somebody how they see a worthwhile purchase for a game, and it was $1 per hour.
Yeah.
If I spend $60 on a game, I should get 60 hours of mileage from that game. And if I don't, it was a wasted purchase. No matter how fun it was, it's a wasted purchase.
If it's like Journey, where it like changes your life, like, I would gladly pay the money for that.
I think that was like a $20 game back in the day. Yeah. That was well worth $20 for me. Whereas, okay, Dragon Ball The Breakers I bought, right? That was $20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fine purchase.
Yeah.
It's not worth the $20 to me. Like, it was fine. But, like, Journey and that for the same price and what you get out of it, even though one's multiplayer, so there's a time element to it that just continues forever.
Yeah.
For me, it's that polish difference. Like, Journey is just breathtaking.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball The Breakers
like,
is not breathtaking.
Even though it's short, you can tell they put a lot of work into it.
Yeah. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like the eye candy a bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
Plus, I like to press a button in a game and there not be a 2-second delay before the thing happens.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball's big on that. Like, you pick up something, like, you'll press triangle to pick up a thing, and they're like, I got it.
Yeah. I feel like that's what people want when they go to pick up a game, is, like, they want a game that's over 100 hours into it, plus like another 80 hours of DLC, and then like,
how much time you guys got?
I know, like, that's why I was a little intimidated by starting Horizon, because I knew I was gonna have to pour a lot of time into that game.
Yeah. I know my brother likes that in a game. He wants to play a game that feels like it's never gonna end.
No, because like, if I'm playing for like a couple hours a day, you know, because we all have lives. We have to work. We have to do other things, take care of animals. And if I'm playing for a couple hours a day, that's going to take me months to finish.
Yeah. I think the game that changed my mind on that.
And I would rather have a game like Stray, where I can just like play it here and there for like a week, and then I can move on.
Yeah. I think the game that changed my mind on that is one that definitely fell to the thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Those games were big. People kept wanting it bigger, and they got so big at one point that now the new one coming out is a third of the length because people have realized that's not what we wanted.
Yeah. Or like that, which one was the one that you told me about the other day that is coming out on 2 discs?
Oh, well, that's just because there's probably, well, that one might be that big, but that's Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Yeah.
2 PS5 discs.
Baffling to me. Like, that blows my mind a little bit that that's a thing in today times.
Yeah.
Like, considering how much you can fit on 1 disc.
Yeah. But you got to think that's also like how, that's not indicative of length of game.
Yeah.
That's just how
like
quality the assets are.
Back then, when we were kids and that was a thing and you got a game on multiple discs, it was like a floppy disk, basically.
Yeah.
But now it's like fucking NASA on the 1 disc.
Yeah. I mean, so a Blu-ray disc holds 100 gigabytes. So this game is at least 200 gigabytes of game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking game.
That's so much game. That's so much content.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is just huge. Like, see, that game's not even long. It's just huge.
Yeah.
It's just so huge. Like, the world you can live in is monstrous.
Yeah.
And that's 155 gigabytes.
Massive.
So I can't even fucking imagine what Final Fantasy's trying to do. Anyway, that's kind of the state of gaming. You know, we've been talking just kind of gaming in general, where I've been in a headspace on it, asking you guys some questions. I think we're going to take a little break, and then I want to come back and talk to you about what I found and get Taylor's insight on some of this stuff too.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
We don't have to really sync anything up this time, though.
Yeah. You just have to edit one thing.
Just one track.
Is that easier or harder for you?
Depends, because if you or I were to burp or do something crazy in this track, it's going to be a lot harder to hide it, because if you're speaking and I rip one, we still got to hear what you say. You can't just cut
out the burp, because you'll cut out me.
Yeah, because, like, it's real easy. Like, if I'm telling a story, Kelsey rips one, or if Kelsey's telling a story, I rip one.
You guys just burp the whole time?
Since that pre-ramble where we discussed this, it's become a lot more common. Like,
just like having a burping contest throughout the whole thing.
Like, I'll just see Kelsey just be like, editing's got this. Burps, shoots me little guns, like, have fun with that one.
Finger guns, secretly.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed that little bit of the pre-ramble, you can get that full bonus episode by going over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up to be a patron. We would love to see you guys there, indulging in all the things that we offer you guys. But if you want to be the ultimate supporter, you want to get yourself a little more close to the Yimtope, you can get some Yimtope gear at the Yimtope Apparel store. That link is in our show notes. We've got all kinds of stuff for summer. We've got a bunch of new designs that can go on some brand new tanks. We've got, I think, some water bottles and drink stuff so you can stay hydrated out there while it is so hot. So,
a hot one this summer.
Definitely not. Go check that link out. Again, that's in the show notes. And thank you to all of our supporters. We love you guys so much. Let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled content. Okay. So, before we get into this, would you like to crack into it?
Yes, I was just about to ask, because I am thirsty.
All right, so you grab yours.
And I can see my can sweating.
See, it's hot, guys. It is hot.
It's hot.
All right, let's crack into it.
In Topeka.
Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more here.
Oh?
Because I'm drinking a Dr. K, which tastes like shit in the can. But as we learned from our soda stream, you pour it out in a glass. Nobody knows the difference. So here's you a nice little ASMR of a drink in a glass.
Ooh.
Ah. This ain't Mattress Giant, but...
Would you
Nice.
like a straw?
No, I'm just going to sip it like this. It's not bad in a glass, man. Like, it's not bad in a glass. I sure hated it out of the can. So, this is probably going to be the real meat of the episode here. But I've been trying to find a game. So, the other day, Taylor's going to work, and she's like, yo, I know you don't do this, but if you can, while you're at work today, can you plant some pumpkins for me? And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And she was like, I need you to plant some pumpkins in Disney Dreamlight Valley for me because I need money. And that's the most expensive thing. And I was like, cool, I can do that. So, little backstory for that. Taylor's been playing Disney Dreamlight Valley for an undetermined amount of time on the Switch. I think we thought it was maybe 200 hours, maybe 3.
When I looked at how many hours I'd played on the Switch, it said like over 230 hours.
Okay, so like 250-ish, let's say. So played it there, and then we were reading some stuff that like the Switch is missing so much stuff for that game.
Yeah. And it's glitchy AF. Like,
I won't lie, I mainly wanted her to get it on the PS5 because I would hate when she'd play it behind me and it would stutter over the soundtrack behind me. I could not handle that shit.
yeah, we got it on the PlayStation. Robert bought it on the PlayStation for me, for him. Like,
yeah, because I hated her being behind me and it's playing like Mickey Mouse theme, being like MICKAEYMOUSEE. And I'd be like, no!
Stop it! Yeah, that was...
I hate it!
That was more of a Robert purchase than it was for Taylor.
But also, there's cutscenes in this game.
Yeah. On the Switch, the cutscenes won't play.
Oh, I'm calling them cutsies from now on.
Cutsies.
The cutsies.
That makes me think of Hot Sheets. I don't know.
Oh, the hot sheets.
The cutsies won't play.
Oh, the cutsies. You know, the cutsies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no cutscenes for different events that happen when you play it on the Switch.
Yeah.
And then, supposedly, you play it anywhere else, and there's, like, a much more involved storyline.
Yeah, and a much better playing experience. And I'm so mad at myself that I was like, no, I want it on the Switch. I want it on the Switch, and you can't talk me out of it. Like, I want to play it handheld, and that's that.
Well, like I told her, you gotta factor in that level, because, like, man, maybe you just want it portable, and it means more to walk around, and, you know, you can play Disney Dreamlight Valley on the bus.
Yeah.
On your lunch break at work, you know? If that means more, get it that way. But you just got to know what you're losing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, now that you've bought it for me on the PlayStation, I probably won't ever touch the Switch version ever again.
I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, she booted it up on the PS5, and I was like, what is this game?
Yeah.
It's like a brand new game. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Like, it was like I was playing in mud before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
And now I'm playing on this beautiful game, and it's so... Like, I've been playing it for a few days now.
Yeah, like, almost under, like just under 1 week.
Yeah, and even, like, days later that I'm still playing the game... I stop and look at it, and I'm like, this is so pretty. This is such a pretty game.
It really is. You know, there's that whole thing. Research where your games are going. I think Kelsey did that for us when she told us about Dredge. When she told us about Dredge, she was like, there's really no discernible difference in, like, frame rate and all that stuff. So it's like, you want a portable or not? Like, sometimes it comes down to that tiny thing. But it's vastly different between these consoles. I was
definitely that person that just was like, it's the same. What'll it matter? Like, I can play it handheld, and that'll be more fun for me. And now I'm definitely like, I want to play it pretty.
This kind of makes me think the Steam Deck might be a better purchase now, because I'm like, that would have Disney Dreamlight Valley, but portable in PS5 level graphics, though.
Yeah, because the Switch is just, it can't handle a game like that.
I mean, it's old, man.
Yeah.
Like, it can't even run its own games.
Yeah.
Let alone anything else you got going on. So, she wanted me to plant some pumpkins, and I was like, all right, I'll do that. Why not? So, I go to plant these pumpkins, and I was like, I'm not saying it was like, oh my god, so much fun. But I was like, it's a nice, easy thing. Like,
yeah,
I'm playing a game. I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
It's not too much of a chore. I'm kind of digging it.
I feel like that kind of game is like my happy medium between a game you can put a lot of hours into,
Yeah.
but like there's not pressure. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a fun game of like, and it's a pretty game of like the short, like a game like Stray. Like,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a story, but like, I don't know.
It's not like you got to be paying attention that hard.
Yeah, like I don't have to be
it's not
that in it, you know?
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid is like, okay,
Like
here's an hour cutscene.
Yeah, you got to pay attention, and
it's not that.
like you can't be doing other shit while you're trying to play this game.
Yeah. So I was like, that was kind of fun. So every morning lately, I've been getting up before her, and I just go like, plant 100 pumpkins. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Then, 4 hours goes by.
Do it the one day.
It makes so much money. So I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, have money, and I get to plant some fucking pumpkins. It's a win-win.
I probably have more money than I'll ever spend now, but
So it just got me kind of thinking about that style game, because we were discussing it earlier. It's not quite Animal Crossing.
yeah.
Because Animal Crossing is so hands-off with you.
Yeah.
You literally come into the world, and you're just by yourself.
Yeah.
Do what you're going to do. Don't worry about nothing.
If you feel like, chopping down all your trees, go and do that. Who's stopping you?
You're not going to get anything for doing it.
Yeah.
But you can. You know.
It's not like you're getting XP or leveling anything up or doing any quests or anything. Like, all that is in Disney and not in Animal Crossing.
And that's what we were talking about. It's like, it at least gives you some direction on like, hey, maybe go do this. You don't have to,
Yeah.
but you'll get a reward for doing it. And then, man, like, so she was like, oh, go pick one of these two people. She was like, pick Mirabelle or, who'd you tell me?
Donald.
Mirabelle or Donald, because they're my gardener people. And when you do any gardening stuff,
It levels them up.
they level up, plus you get more of the crops and stuff. So, like,
Yeah.
you get a perk.
They give you, like, double pumpkins, basically.
And I'm really digging this style of game, because I
Yeah.
was like, I'm already going to plant the pumpkins. I'm already going to try to make the money. But I'm also leveling a person up.
Yeah.
I'm also progressing a bar. I'm also getting a reward
Yeah.
for simply earning the money I was trying to earn already.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is what is truly separating it from Animal Crossing. Like, I can make a shit ton of money in Animal Crossing by planting vegetables. I can totally do that. I can fish all day long.
That money is the reward, and that's it.
Yeah. I make the money, and that's it. But now it's like, I'm also building up another mechanic. I'm getting a level up reward for the person, which gives me maybe an item or a cosmetic or something.
Yeah.
Their stats go up and helping me get stuff later. And I get money. And I get this. Like, I feel like you just get a lot more for doing
All
the
the
same fucking
dopamine.
thing. Yeah, you get so much more. And I was like, I could see myself buying that fucking game. Like, it's a fun game.
I'm slowly turning Robert, you guys.
I ain't gonna do Animal Crossing like that, though. It's not enough. But, well, then I told you,
He's going to be a cozy gamer before you know it.
I think another difference is I don't know anybody in Animal Crossing. They're all just people that move in, and that's it. But, like, I've got a connection with Goofy already.
Yeah.
And Donald and all these other people.
Yeah, I, like, want to cry every time I do something with Wally. Like,
Yeah.
and that was, like, an interesting thing you brought up, too. Because I was like, could you imagine if, like, you could do chores with Tangy? I would just never stop playing.
Yeah, like,
Tangy would be my best friend in every way.
dude, can you imagine? I'm very ready to make you cry. What What if it's not even that? What if you just said, like, hey, Tangy, let's hang out, and they just did everything you did, so you're pole vaulting together over the rivers
Oh my god!
and stuff, like, you're just, like, having a day together.
I'd spend the day with Tangy.
I know.
Ooh.
But then somehow you get a reward, too.
Yeah.
That's what But see, Animal Crossing is almost like a lonely game. It feels like a community game.
Yeah.
But it's all based on you doing everything alone.
Yeah.
Which you'd think I'd like more, because I play more single player, and that's what I like about Metroid and all that stuff, because it's that isolating feeling. But
yeah.
Metroid, you're literally alone. It's not like there's you playing, and then there's, like, all your buddies on the sideline, and you're all like, I'll just play alone,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm interested to see how the game changes, or if it really does anything when they add the multiplayer dynamic. Because that's supposed to come in a later update.
So I know a big update just happened.
Yeah.
So what do the updates do right now? And I guess let's preface first, this is not a real game.
Yeah, it's still in beta.
Disney Dreamlight Valley is an early access game. This is not a 1.0 official release.
Yeah.
Yet you can buy it for $90.
Yeah.
You can spend $90 to just buy it and then do microtransactions inside.
You can buy just the base game for $30, like.
But you can spend $90.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can spend $90 on a game that's not officially out.
Yeah.
To even start playing it. And then buy other things inside it.
Yeah, there are also in-game purchases too, which a lot of people hate.
Which makes me wonder, what if they decided to not release this game fully? What would happen to that money?
I'm thinking that's what's probably going to end up happening, because it's said that once it becomes like a real game,
that would be free to play.
That'll be free to play.
Yeah.
While also still having the in-game purchases.
But really, the whole point of you buying it now is you're basically saying, I want to try out your thing, and I'm willing to give you money to finish it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to refund the people that bought it, because you're basically agreeing to help fund it to be made. Yeah. So I get that. But, like, do you think they just never would, because people keep buying it, so why make it free?
Yeah. Why make it free? Now we're profiting.
I'm thinking about buying it. I just said that. I'm not even trying to wait for it to be free. I'm like, I'll plant pumpkins today.
Yeah.
It was fun. Mirabelle had a good time, man.
Yep.
I didn't do anything with Donald because he was asleep, so.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not really out. Just wanted to say that. So these updates, though, they like drastically add to this game, right? Like, yeah, they're not minor things.
They're pretty huge updates whenever they do. This is update 5 now. Okay. Since they've released it. Usually you get 1 or 2 new characters added. And those characters each have their own set of, like, quests that they come with. There's usually a lot of cosmetic stuff that comes with the update. There's usually some new kind of, like, dynamic that they've added. So, like, in this update, they've added mannequins.
Okay. Jose won't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched them yet because, like, I don't know, they look weird. I don't like the mannequins that are in Scrooge's shop. Like,
okay.
So they added the mannequins, and then there's, like, this, like, create tool that you can use on clothing. That they've now made it to where you can use that tool on furniture.
I'm not gonna lie, this game sounds and feels like Animal Crossing 2.0.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like what's good about Animal Crossing, and then being like, here's a peppering of a little more.
Yeah.
Now, I'm already familiar with this company.
Yes.
So the company that made this game is called Gameloft.
I love Gameloft.
I am aware of them
Yeah.
because they made the My Little Pony mobile game back in the
my
day that I
God.
used to play. So I'm very familiar with the
And
mechanics of Disney
I
Dreamlight Valley.
remember how addicted to that game you were.
Until it got to the point where I had to spend money to even do daily stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
Now
fuck
it's not
that
fun
then.
anymore because you're forcing me to purchase things.
But, like, it was the same. Like, it's the same game. You opened realms for, like, each different pony's
Yeah.
cutie mark and shit. It's all the same shit.
Yeah.
Now, if that would hit PS5, I'd buy that, man. Maybe I'll write them a letter and see if they'll do that.
Is that what it is? It's like a mobile game,
But on PS5, yeah.
but on a console?
It's exactly what this game is.
Oh, man. No wonder it's so addicting.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah,
It's like-
it is that exactly.
Me and Dez's merge games.
Oh, yeah, I know. They were playing... We were all playing on Twitch Jackbox last night, and Desi was in there, and they were talking about all the different mobile games they play, like Merge Dragons and all that stuff. I can't get into those.
Yeah.
Those are a lot.
They are definitely dangerous for me because, like, I think it was Merge Magic. I was so deep into it at one point that I actually was making some of the in-game purchases.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I can't keep doing this, so I have to stop for a while.
I mean, you've bought some stuff in Dreamlight Valley, too, right?
Yeah,
once?
like once when... Because, I guess the in-game shop wasn't always a thing. And you have currency that's only for the shop. And I bought some of that currency so that I could buy... It's really only, like, cosmetic stuff that's in the shop. I guess in one of the updates, they added a in-game shop.
Okay.
And
I would love to see this game when it came out day one
yeah,
how it is today.
I wish I could have... I wish I bought it when it first got released, so I could have seen how different it is comparatively.
Yeah.
Because...
I think Jose did, so maybe he can tell us.
Yeah, I'd like to know... Because a lot of the stuff they put in the update, too, is a lot of, like, quality of life stuff, too. Like, one of the things that I'm glad that they added was for the shop, like Scrooge's shop, where you buy, like, in the stuff.
So, like, Nook shop.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the Nook shop. They added something where you can look at it and know that you don't own it yet.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Like, they put, like, a little dot on next to the amount that it costs so that you know if you have it in your inventory or not.
See, that was a big thing in Pokemon that I liked.
Yeah.
When you used to catch them, you just had to remember who you caught.
Yep.
But now, it'll show a little ball like, you have this one. You're like, oh, thank God. I don't have to try to remember out of 900 of them, which 700 do I own?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, because there would be a lot of times where I'm like, that lamp is cute, but I feel like I've bought that already.
I already thought this was cute once.
Yeah, like feel like I've purchased this before, and I'd have to go look and make sure. Or just buy it again and not even... not even know.
Basically, they add cosmetics, more story. And you've never really reached the end of the story so far, even on the Switch side, right?
No, because they've slowly been adding, like, a new piece with every update. So, like...
Yeah, but you've never been without. Like, you've never been to the end and been like, okay, can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not one of those people, because, like, I'm in a Facebook group where, you know, we share our tips and tricks and pick just random stuff that we do in the game. And I'm not one of those people that in between updates, I have everybody leveled up. I have every quest that you can do done. I have every, like, little, like, reward thing claimed. I'm There's so much to do in this game. I don't understand how people get all of it done.
Same when they do Animal Crossing updates. People be done with it a week in.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know,
What are we doing?
The next update was 6 months from now.
Yeah.
So you should spend some time there.
Yeah. At least with this game, like, they're pretty much doing one every month.
Oh, that's not bad.
So, some of them are bigger than others. And they have already said before this one came out, Update 5 is going to be the biggest one ever.
Yeah.
So, Animal Crossing will always be close to my heart because I've been playing that since I was a wee bear.
Since the first one.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Disney is really doing it for me right now.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I mean, I've watched you play it plenty.
Yeah.
And I've been like, yeah, that's fine.
It's my entire personality right now. It's all I can think about doing.
So that was something that I was telling you about too. You know, these games, I feel like it's good that this one doesn't have a multiplayer aspect right now. Because I think it could really dampen your enjoyment, almost like Animal Crossing, where if you are somebody that goes hard and you do nothing but get it all the way finished early versus somebody that's casually playing it, it kind of sucks when you like go to like an Animal Crossing island and they're like, yeah, I've already done everything. I have every flower. There's nothing left. And you're like, I just got the axe today.
Yeah, or there would be those gamers that they would just like pour hours into their island and make it look so crazy and like detailed and just insane. And then you'd have other people where it's like, I still have all the like trees and weeds from when I started. Like,
yeah.
So I kind of liked that Disney didn't have that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it coming later, because I feel like it's just going to add that whole extra layer of like, I even told Jose when
almost like a competition.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
when we heard about that being a thing being added later, I was like, fuck, I actually have to put effort into my island now before you can come over. Like,
let me clean up first. Let me tidy.
Sorry, the place is a mess.
But like, it's an interesting game.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's cool. So really, you can get in for like $30.
Yeah.
For just like the low price, but
more expensive one, you just get like.
You get like resources.
Yeah,
and stuff.
You get currency and cosmetics and.
See, thankfully, I'm not like a big collect-a-thon person.
Yeah.
So like, I don't need the Disney theme park trash cans that you can buy in the shop. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit. Like, frankly, I'm in a good position because when I come into this game, there's no Hercules shit because that's the shit I'm collecting.
Yeah.
So I would have time to have ample resources ready to buy all the Hercules shit day one, and then I can be done.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want. I don't want anything else. But there is neat shit in that game, though. When you move to the PS5, I know you told me I kind of like it better, not just because it's pretty, but I've already gotten to, like, figure it out, and I've played it entirely different this time.
Yeah, that was something I'd done before on Animal Crossing, too, because, like, it came out during COVID, and I did the playthrough. I put hundreds of hours into it and played through it, and then me and my sister decided to like just start from scratch one day, and like how I went about the game was a lot different, and I feel like I enjoyed it more the second time. So now that I've done that with this game, I knew what to expect and like how to strategize, I guess, better.
Yeah, because what? You played 230 hours on the Switch. You've had this for under a week, and you're at almost the same level and more money.
Yeah.
You understand it, so you've been able to plan it out different this time.
Yeah, because some of it took a while to figure out, like, I don't know how to get this character. Like, I don't know how to complete this quest or whatever, just different things that I'm like, okay, I want to be able to get to this area faster than I did before, cuz that'll make this game easier. And so I feel like I'm enjoying it more the second time around.
I think if it's a game you like, it warrants a second playthrough.
Yeah.
To experience it maybe a little better.
Yeah.
Or in a different way. Because I was thinking, a game where, like, you got skill points. You don't know what all the skill points do the first time you go through, and you're like, man, I bought this one skill that sucked. I'm gonna spend my points different, have a better playthrough this time.
Yeah, I didn't use those when I played the first time, so, like, let's do it again and see how it fares this time.
Yeah. So anyway, Disney's good. I may buy it. It is on sale. We'll see. Then you, me, and Jose can just go ham on Disney all the time. Nice little gaming podcast this time. Do you have anything else you want to tell the people?
Not really, because like I said, this is my whole life right now.
Now, if they did Disney Dreamlight Valley and Spider-Man were there, I'd really be into that game.
Yeah, I mean, there are kind of endless possibilities with who they could add. There's already like a laundry list of characters that they're talking about adding.
Because Marvel's Disney, so...
They might have like a Marvel Star Path at one point. Who knows?
I'm interested.
That would be interesting.
That would be cool for me.
Yeah.
I can see you having a more traditional Disney island, and I'm just fucking marveling it up,
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to have a cozy game every now and then. I feel like there's this idea of what gaming is, and that's what everybody's doing. Like, it's Destiny, go grind for your stuff, or it's this, it's got to be action-packed, it has to be 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
Play whatever you have fun with. If you like it and it's fun for you, that's the good game.
Yeah.
If you're not having a good time and you just want to do it because it's what everyone else is playing, it's got all the content, but you're not having fun, fuck that game. Go have fun with a fun game. Have fun.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's just fun.
Gaming should be fun. It shouldn't be a chore.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to Disney it up soon. I don't know.
You want a cozy game? I got you some cozy games.
But see, Animal Crossing was the one that you used to have for me, and it didn't hit me right.
You know what you should play is Spiritfarer.
I knew it. I have it downloaded. I'm ready to do that one. That might be my next one then.
Yeah.
I think Spiritfarer might be first, and then I might dabble into some... I'm going to write Gameloft, though, and I'll be like, dude, can you bring that My Little Pony one onto PS5? Like, I'll miss some Friendship is Magic shit, man. Are you ready to get back to the valley?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Because your pumpkins should be ready right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go harvest my pumpkins.
It's time to harvest. If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to get the good Yimtop into fresh new ears. We release every single Monday, with both hosts or not. It's gonna be here. You can always count on it. We always got you guys covered. And if you want to talk to us about the show, hop on over to Twitter. We are YMBTOAP over there. Let us know what you think about gaming in general. Do you like a longer game? Do you like a shorter game? Triple A's, indies, cozies, action-packed? What kind of game is fun for you? What is your fun game? Racing? Puzzles? RPGs? There's so many. I want to know what your fun style of game is. And if you don't want to let us know there, you want to tell me straight up, yo, dude, Robert, this is my fun game. You want to let me know right now? Hop on over in the Discord. You can go to Patreon, sign up for the low $2 tier, get in the Discord. You can let everybody know it's in that Discord right now, and we can have a video game discussion right now. We would probably love that. We all play games. Thank you all to all of you. Just, if you're listening now, you're not in the Patreon, thanks for being here. If you're in the Patreon, thanks for doing that. We just love you guys. And thank you for just being you and having fun on this planet with us.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please go check him out on YouTube. and give him some love, because what would Yim Tote be without this banger of a theme song? And as always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Is Robert turning into a cozy gamer?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Bulbass, why you keep going in the bathroom? If you start eating cat poop, I don't know what I'll do with myself.
We're gonna have problems.